What's going down? Basement Banners, the channel Thor's Thoughts, the show. I'm back. It's another Marvel Legends. It's Wolverine from the X-Men the Animated Series in the VHS looking case. This is part of their plastic free packaging. I will say this box is gorgeous, even though mine's got a big gash on the back here. And then you got a picture of Wolverine. You got him on the front with the classic X-Men logo from the 90s series. Even says Wolverine, that X-Men style from that 90s series. That 90s series, one of my top 3 animated series of the 90s. That one, Spider-Man, Batman, the animated series, all are probably those are probably my top 3 hitters from the late 90s, like early 2000s time. But here we go. Wolverine was the first figure that they announced in the wave, they put out in the wave. There's also now a Mr. Sinister, Jubilee, Storm, Jean Grey, Morph, and they just announced yesterday Mystique also coming in the line. So I'm digging this plastic-free packaging. I think it's really neat how they're doing these VHS cases. Even though if I tried to put it on my VHS wall behind me, it is about 3 times bigger and will not fit. It's too tall. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, it's crazy. So you got some accessories. They come in a little bag. I do wonder if they're going to have theft as a problem with this plastic free, because they can't put any tie downs, nothing to strap them in. They're just in these little bag things. So you get the angry face. You get his picture of Jean and Cyclops from the meme, him sitting in the bed, the scene, you know what I mean. And then you get a pair of hands with no claws to hold the picture or anything you want. Weird. I don't know. Boom. There he is. Wolverine. This is a great looking Wolverine. I will say they did some cell shading on the side. So you have some brownish yellow on his right side from the head all the way down. They did it on the insides of both legs, and they actually did it on the inside of both sets of ribs. So with lighting and stuff, if you have the light from the wrong side, it's going to kind of look off because you'll see that color distortion. I have seen people even it out online. I think it looks pretty good when it's evened out. He's got great bicep swivel, thigh swivel, double jointed knees and elbows. There's no toe bend. But I mean, just the classic costume right here, this yellow, this really, really popping yellow, and then that red belt with the X. My claws aren't too bad. I got one that's bent in a little bit, more than a little bit, but they're not super thick. I like the claws on, I picked up the weapon X, he's up on the shelf, like right over here. And I like his claws a little bit better than I like the claws that they did with this Wolverine, but they're very much alike to the original Marvel Legends Wolverine, which I do have right here. Where's that stand? Bam. The original Marvel Legends Wolverine, also with the yellow costume, like the classic comic costume though, as opposed to the classic animated series costume. The yellow's a little bit more muted, so are the blues. They're not as pop. They're not as vibrant. Even though this character is, wow, a lot older than I like to think about. The new Wolverine's got the butterfly joint in the back, so you can kind of open them up. You really get that, the angry, and you throw the angry face on there. Oh, they even did with some of the cell shading. They did a darker blue on parts of the glove. That's a lot to have to even out if you're trying to even out all this stuff. But the elbows are good. They don't go all the way up, even being double jointed, just because of the way his bicep is. And then the shoulders are good. The little blue parts at the top move, so it doesn't hinder it too much if you want to stick his arm up in the air. Another thing I love is this head mobility. You can have him looking straight up, straight down, to the side. I mean, I wouldn't say he has the same level of posability as, let's say, a symbiote Spider-Man, but he is definitely a high level of posability, extremely high level of posability. I do love his accessories that he comes with. We all know the scene with the picture and him holding it looking all sad, but I do love they gave you the angry face and then just a normal, not sad face, but it's just more serious look. I'm gonna put him on a stand there. He's a little bit easier to stand. But there you go. You got the original Marvel Legends Wolverine. You got the '90s version. Both they had, like I said, the classic yellow and blue look to it. I really dig this wave in this line. I forget how small, not how much smaller the 6 inches are to the 7 inch, and I'm really selective when it comes to Marvel Legends stuff. Like I got symbiote Spider-Man. I got some Thors. But I'm not a huge collector. I don't know that I'm going to go all in on these VHS cases either. I might just be Wolverine and out. I mean, Morph is going to be a tough one for me to pass up on. Same with Storm. But I'd love to, maybe Professor X, Nightcrawler, Cyclops would be even a tougher one for me to pass up. Like I said, they got Jean Grey coming, but I didn't love how she looked. Storm, I'm on the fence about. I know they'll probably do a Rogue at some point because it seems like they're all in on this wave. But there you go. Wolverine, Marvel Legends, X-Men the Animated Series in the VHS box. Go get them if you can find them. I haven't seen them hit stores yet. And he, for the price point too, he was $32 or something on Hasbro Pulse. So I don't know. I don't know if that's maybe on clearance, maybe when they go down a little bit. I like them. I don't love them, but I love the figure. I mean, I don't love the packaging and stuff enough to justify the price point, but I do love this figure a lot. He, I think, is a must get, especially if you're into the cartoon and into Wolverine like I am. You know what to do. You know what to do. Till the next one. Deuces.